Hello everybody, Mr. Odom here, and I have a problem from section 1.4, multiplying integers. You need your pencil, composition book, paper, maybe a calculator, and the learning target for this video is I can evaluate expressions. So I have an expression here, all right, and how do I say this? This is negative a times b to the third power. Or you can say negative AB to the third power minus AC. That's the same thing as saying negative A times B to the third power minus A times C. Okay? So here are my values for A, B, and C. A is negative 2, B is 3, and C is negative 8. So let's plug these numbers in and see what we get. So I have negative, A is negative 2, and then B is 3. So 3 to the third power. Okay, so I could write it like this. 3 to the third power minus A is negative 2 and C is negative 8. So that looks kind of confusing. Here's another way we could write this. So there's more than one way to do this problem. One is, let me put this negative sign out here, and let me write it like this. A times B to the third power minus, and then I have A times C. That looks like a 9 instead of an A, right? Let's fix that. Fix it. All right, A times C. Then I can plug these numbers in. A is negative 2, and this is multiplication, so I can say times 3 to the third power minus, this is negative 2 again, times, and then negative 8. So, and then I just use PEMDAS. I can use PEMDAS on this. So in blue here, we'll work this one out, and then I'll go back to green. Parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide, add, subtract, okay? So I have to deal with the parentheses first. Inside the parentheses, I use PEMDAS, and I have exponents first, right? So this is negative, so negative 2, 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Actually, let me just write this out. So it's 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? So there, I took care of the exponents. Here, I can, in parentheses, I can multiply negative 2 times negative 8. Same sign, positive answer. So this is 16. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the multiplication in these parentheses. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times negative 2 is negative 54. Then I have minus. Now there's nothing in the parentheses for me to do, so I can just drop them off. Okay. Now, I have this negative sign out here and this negative sign here. So I want to remind you guys of what I call the silent one. So if I have negative, let's say negative 2 up here, I'm working out a little example, there's a number that I can put here. That number is a 1. Okay. Now this problem is negative 1 times negative 2, and what happens is, same sign, I get a positive answer. So we're going to do this down here. This is my magic 1. I can put it in here. So I have negative 1 times negative 54, and that equals 54. So I have 54 minus 16. And you can add the opposite, or you can jump on your calculators and do this one, and you end up with 38 as your answer. Okay. We could also in green, we could have done this problem the exact same way. I'll put my magic 1 here. I'll put 1 here. I'll put 1 here. And then we'll solve the problem. -1 times +2 is just 2. 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3 is 2 times 27. -1 times +2, so that's +2. +2 times -8 is -16. So this ends up being 54 minus 16 as well, which equals 38. All right. So 2 different ways you can work this problem out. Either way is fine. There's probably many other ways you can do it. Um, and maybe there's a way you work it out that's, easier for you. Okay. So, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Just make sure you show your work. All right. Show your work. So, Mr. Odom, hope everything's going well for you, and I will see you soon. I'm out.